Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're all having a good Thursday afternoon. I'm having a great day. Just got off work a few minutes ago. Here in a minute, we will open up this 100 count repack box from Fairfield. I did pick up just a little bit ago at Meyer, excuse me, a hanger pack 2020 Donruss baseball. We'll open that up in just a minute. First, I want to thank my friend Ken. He gave me some more scorecards to go through. He knows I'm building some sets. So he's got some repack boxes and such, and he's kind of went through and sorted out all the score from this era, like the 88 through 92, 93 era. So I'll have to get these sorted and put in with my cards that I'm working on. Kind of working on a handful of sets right now, so got a lot of little projects going on. 88 score you see here. I remember buying some 88 score way back when at some flea markets when I was a kid. Didn't know much about them, ended up giving them to some friends. 91 score. Kind of like that design, very simple. Todd Zeal, he was a good prospect for a while. I think he just kind of ended up having an average career. Shane Mack, I vaguely remember him, and Darren Dalton. So these are all people that were playing when I was in my heyday of baseball card collecting as a youth in junior high and high school. Here's some 89 score. It's always kind of a fun little set. I like that baseball diamond design at the bottom. 90 score here. I've got one more box of 90 score to open. Then we got a couple of packs of 89 score here that he gave me to open up, and we'll see what we can pull out of these ones, hopefully. I know the Griffey Jr. is in the update set for 89 score. But I believe Randy Johnson, maybe the John Smoltz is in this set. So we start with Darryl Strawberry, that's a nice one. Danny Tartable, George Brett Butler, Pat Sheridan, Wallace Johnson. Then their little, I guess it's called ventricular motion. I can't remember what it's called. It's got some sort of name. But it's like a sports flick, we will call it that. Ron Gant with the Braves. Jay Bell, Lloyd McClendon. So we got some good stars in there. A mixture of Hall of Famers, stars, and prospects at the time and so forth. So that was a pretty good pack. And we'll give you a look at this pack because we haven't really opened any 89 score on the channel. It's kind of just really almost a leathery plastic. You see that they have a super baseball card album plus 9 score, 89 cards, and 12 storage sheets for $10, which would still be a good deal today because the album and storage sheets, I'm sure you guys have looked online, the price of top loads has really risen recently, so I'm going to have to recycle some of my used ones that I've got floating around here. So there's that little kind of a trivia card, just has some information there on the back. And this pack doesn't quite have the Oral Hershiser. He was a pretty good pitcher for a while. I don't think Roger Clemens. So we got a couple of star 80s and 90s pitchers there. So it looks like Clemens is going to be our big star of that pack. We do have a little mail day here over on Danny and Gray's channel last week. He had a break of 2016 certified. Was it 2016? I believe so. 2018. Let me get some eyewear here on to make sure. 2018 certified. He did a couple of boxes of it, and then I bought a couple of, he's got these mystery packs that he's got going on over there that have some different items in there that range from rookies and inserts and autograph cards and all sorts of fun stuff. So the base set cards and inserts that I pulled out of this, out of his mystery packs, I got a nice David Reagan, numbered 5 out of 199, Spencer Gallagher rookie. Got Jeff Burton Gray Parallel, a Kyle Busch Camo Parallel, another Spencer Gallagher, that was in a second pack, Rusty Wallace VIP making the show. A nice Danica 1986 Donruss throwback. Matty D there. Kurt Busch back in his Penske days when he drove the Blue Dews. Another throwback Donruss from 87. And then a few extra baseball cards that he threw in, which I appreciate. So we got some Cardinals cards here, 1989 at Topps of Tony Pena. I'm working on this set. Felix Jose, a 91 score. Can't really tell what the name is on that. I don't like the gold. But I can't read the gold. Not that I don't like it, I just can't read it. So Topps Gold, that's probably 92. 93. 92 or 93? 93. So I get confused on those. And then a Yachty card there. So we like Yachty. He was in that 06 World Series where they came back from, I think they were 3-0 and come back and beat the Tigers. I remember watching that series pretty well. And the autos that I had in those mystery packs, Justin Allgaier, Wally Dallenbach. I'm excited about this. I don't have a Wally Dallenbach. I've got a certified autograph, but not an in-person or TTM card. Landon Castle, Jimmy Hensley, also another one to be. I've met Jimmy, but I don't have his auto on a card. Same with Jeff Fuller. I don't think I have a Jeff Fuller at all. I have a certified, but I don't have an in-person one. I don't have any autographs of Ken Reagan, and this is the dad of David Reagan. So, got some really, really nice ones. I think, yeah, we're back to the beginning again. I may have said Justin Allgaier, but that's Seabell. I seen the orange, I was thinking Brandt, and my brain wasn't working. Excuse me. And so, on to the cards that I got in the certified break. Jeremy Clements, Austin Cindric, and I feel a sneeze coming on, so I'm going to apologize if I do sneeze. Been working around a lot of dust and stuff today, so got him really, really, really flared up. Clint Boyer, Ty Dillon, Michael Annette, and there's a big variety of cards. Nicole Bahar. I'm not real familiar with her. I think she may have been in a NASCAR Next or maybe in the K&N. I need to do a little bit more research on some of these other drivers that are in these sets that I don't have a lot of knowledge about. Excuse me. Rusty Wallace Immortals, Denny Hamlin, 3-time Daytona 500 winner. So we're going to have a couple of repeats here, not a whole lot. Another Jeremy Clements. May take that one to the track and get it signed if we're allowed to go. Danica Patrick, that was her final NASCAR start. And I think that was for Premium Motorsports. Brandon Jones, Garrett Smithley. I think Garrett's been in the Cup Series this year for Rick Ware Racing. No longer with Johnny Davis. Cody Coughlin, this was back in his Truck Series days. Of course, his family runs that Jegs catalog group. Justin Haley, Joey Logano, Carl Edwards, another Justin Haley, another Danica Patrick. Like I said, we had a few duplicates here. Blake Cook, then we have a Blake Cook parallel. I believe is it numbered? Let me look off camera. Yeah, it is numbered. They put these numbers all over the place. And there you see it's numbered 95 out of 99. Of course, Blake works for Filter Time now, a company that he owns. I'm thinking about getting some filters off of there. They have some pretty good deals. And it's furnace and air filters for your home. So that's probably something you might want to check out. Filtertime.com. I'm sure they would appreciate the visit and the business if you choose to purchase through them. Trevor Bain, all certified team number. Apologize for that glare. 190 out of 199. And Denny Hamlin Epics, numbered 35 out of 49. And the big hit of the day for me was this really sweet Martin Truex Jr. piece of the race. Looks like it's sheet metal. Not sure where that logo, if that's a contingency sticker, sponsor, where that's located at on the car. But it's numbered 250 out of 499. So we'll put that over with my stack of relics here shortly, once I get through with this video. So let's go ahead and rip open this pack. This is my first pack of 2020 Donruss, and it was a hanger box. I seen it at Meijer. The sports card rack at Meijer, where I live, has just been completely obliterated. They had a few of these up at the checkouts, so it's like, I'm just going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and check the box out there. Not really anything spectacular. There's all your odds. So, and it's just one of the hanger boxes. It was $10. I was like, what the heck? Let's go ahead. I'm trying to see if there's any. Doesn't look like there's any relics in there. Maybe one or two cards look maybe a tiny bit thicker, but maybe it's just the coloring of them. We'll rip through this really quickly. I'm going to open this off camera just so I'm not fumbling awkwardly to open it. But you can hear that I'm fumbling awkwardly back here. So we'll go ahead and go through these really quickly. Don't know who we're going to get that might be good. There's Corey Kluber. So I'm just going to kind of rapid fire through these. If we see any names that stand out, Mookie Betts, we'll give them a shout out real quick. Gleyber Torres. Not really Trevor Bauer. Jacob deGrom. Hopefully we'll get some nice rookies in here. Shohei Ohtani. And these are pretty nice looking cards. I like them. They're really clean, like that 86 throwback. Travis, I'm not even going to go there. Says it's a rookie card. We'll run with that. Rated rookie of Yamamoto. Goldie. Oh, we got a Bo Bichette. That's nice. Like that. Vladdy. So we've got some nice cards in here. Anthony Rizzo. But I'm sure anybody, Fernando Tatis Jr., that's a nice one. So I'm sure that any of these guys that I missed, that's a nice Kirby Puckett. Any of these guys that I missed that I'm not throwing a name out, I'm sure you guys will let me know. And Junio Suarez, numbered card. 217 out of 430. So that's a pretty nice looking card. Set that one aside. Then these are the parallels. Ozzy Albies, Kevin Biggio, J.D. Martinez, Donnie Walton, that's a nice one, Marte, and some sort of name variation here, Bobby Bradley. So I'm not familiar with some of these. Pretty nice looking card. Garrett Cole Dominators. Don't see a number on that, but I'll look off camera and I'll double check it later. Oh, very nice. Wow, a Bo Bichette. I'm not sure what kind of parallel that is, but that's a really sharp looking Bo Bichette. That one might end up on eBay. And if it does, go ahead and check out my eBay ID there. HD Emery, one word. That one will probably go on eBay. So, Rafael Devers. Know some of these guys. Chris Bryant was really hot there in the card industry a few years ago. Got a couple of his rookies. And that one was a hard one to pull. Eddie Murray. I like these throwback designs. Andres Galarraga, Tony Gwynn, and we end with Robin Yount. That was definitely worth the $10 to me. Wow, that was a really, really good pack. So let's go ahead and see what our little Fairfield repack box has. You never know what you're going to get in these. We'll probably get another pack of 91 Fleer Ultra. That's what we got in our last box. We did get a hit in the last box. And it was an autograph as somebody, excuse me, as somebody that I had never ever heard of. We'll slide some of these cards out. And we have a pack of, wow, 92 Pinnacle. And it's a super pack. Wow, that's probably the nicest pack I've got out of one of these Walgreens repacks that wasn't one of the $9.99 ones or $8.99 ones. So we got some 88 Donruss going on. Probably have a lot of junk wax here. I got a box of 86 tops that I've got to open at some point. That might be Billy Ripken's rookie. I'll need to look that one up. Of course, Billy Ripken, there's Andre Dawson. Of course, Billy Ripken is known for his 1989 Fleer Error card. Not going to go into detail here about it, but I'm sure anybody who knows baseball cards knows about the 89 Billy Ripken Error. So we have a 91 Classic That's when Classic was just starting to get out of the games and into the... Look how similar the Classic back is to the Donruss. Just now notice that. They were just starting to get out of the board games and get into the really just marketing for baseball cards. But their 87 set, which was their first one with the ball game, or with the board games, really, really nice. Garrett Anderson, not familiar. Prospects, Sean Green. So I'll have to, I think that one might be a pretty good one, Lloyd McClendon. But I know when I miss something in the baseball, and I tell you guys many times that's kind of an odd duck there. And I know it's Tweety, but it's a little weird. I say it a lot that I'm not familiar with a lot of the names. I'm not sure who's hot, who's not. But I appreciate it when you guys do let me know, hey, you missed this guy, you missed that guy. And it kind of gives me a heads up in the future. Just a mental list of names, who to look for, who not to look for. Sometimes I might think a person's really really big, or think they're in the Hall of Fame, and they're not. So I need to kind of either get me a list or memorize me a list of certain players, certain teams, etc. A lot of junk wax here. Still some nice cards thrown. Todd Van Poppel. Okay, and a junk wax break, it wouldn't be a junk wax break without a Todd Van Poppel card. Of course, he was a huge bust in the early 90s with the A's. No. Of course, A's had that really great run, 88 through 90, where they were in 3 consecutive World Series. Of course, they only won in 89. They lost in 88 and 90. Eric Plunk. Who else do we have in this one? Looks like we got a couple newer cards. Nelson Cruz. And that might be it on the newer cards for this box. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Donruss. We actually, all these throwbacks, now we have an original Donruss. Who's this one? It's a nice looking upper deck card. Frank Howard. So we'll get these flipped in the right direction. Maybe. Surprise. Tony Fossas. Rob Dibble. Part of that amazing Reds team from 1990. An 87 Donruss of Bip Roberts. Also working on an 89 Donruss set. I've got it floating around somewhere. Just trying to get all my boxes organized, all my cards organized. This is actually the front of the card. There's a lot going on there that's very, very distracting. There's the back of the card. Really nice stat line, but that front was just hideous. We got some 90 tops here that are pretty cool. Looks like a 91 upper deck. 92, 91, 91. And of course we got this 88, I almost said 88 max, 88 tops that I'm not real big fan of. We have some record breakers. We have some more 89 tops, which I'm becoming a big fan of. Some 91 score here. So a lot of junk wax era stuff here. Not a lot of just star power that I'm seeing anyway. Flip this one around. I think it's a 91 Bowman. Perhaps a 90. It's a Leaf from about 91 or so. True Grit, Ryan Sandberg. That's a nice card. I like that one. Jeff Bagwell. So now we're getting a handful of good and decent players here. Pedro Guerrero was pretty good for a while with the cards. Lee Smith. Ozzie Guillen. I think Lee Smith might be in the Hall of Fame, but I could be wrong. But I know you all correct me on that. Warren Spahn. Not sure what set this is. It's Heritage. That's a nice looking card. I was going to say checklist, but what do we have a checklist of? Gotta look at that one off camera. Can't really... Steve Avery. Then we have a checklist. We have a really nice holofoil card of Chuck Knobloch. I maybe have pulled a couple of those in a couple of the other repack boxes. Richard Dawson, not the Family Feud host. Dale Murphy, MVP. We've got a box of 88 Fleers, or 3/4 of a box still left to open. I'm going to mess up this name, so I'll just go with Benoit as the last name. Mike Alt. Darryl Strawberry, and I think this is the last card prior to getting that pack. Jim Johnson. So it was hit and miss. I mean, for $5, I'm not going to complain. Then I got this. You can hear it. It's a brick. I don't know if there's odds here on the side or not. Don't know who's in this set. It was a $2.99 pack back in the day. So I'm sure this was probably, if you were buying packs of this as a kid back in the day, then you didn't have much to worry about in life. But these packs are the first pack that I've ever opened of this, and it seems just incredibly difficult to open up. There we go. So we'll go ahead and unbrick it as best I can. And that's kind of how I unbrick them. You just hear the paper. Hopefully there's no paper loss. Idols. Robin Ventura, Lou Gehrig. That's kind of a nice card. Pull my arms back a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. Tyrone Hill, first round pick. So I'm not sure who the rookies in this set are going to be. Very nice quality cards. I like that design. Very simple. Very easy to read the names. Let's look at the backs of these again. Looks like you got some nice stat lines there. Nice photo of the player. I could get into this set. Very nice. Very well done, Pinnacle. Probably not the set for everybody. Sidelines. Robin Yount, Motocross. Kind of interesting photo there. Get back in focus. Brian Hunter, Brian McRae. Gary, I don't know. Milt Collier. Milt has an error, I believe, an error card in the 90 score set. Larry Walker. It's a nice Larry Walker card. Bobby Thigpen. Doc Gooden, of course, Dwight Gooden. Marquise Grissom. He was a fairly hot prospect for a while. Mike Greenwell. And those of you that are baseball fans may not know this. In mid-2000s, Mike Greenwell actually ran a handful of NASCAR Truck Series races on some of the shorter tracks. So I know he ran Mansfield. He may have ran Lucas Oil Raceway. I can't remember. He didn't run very many, about 4 or 5. But Mike Greenwell is credited with NASCAR National Division starts. So interesting little fact for some of you guys that might be Greenwell fans or baseball fans and just didn't know that. Delino DeShields there. Wes Chamberlain. Ben McDonald. Walt Weiss. John Franco. Terry Steinbach. Doug Drabeck. And our last card of the day is Ed Whitson. So I enjoyed that pack too. So again, for $5, I got some really nice cards out of the repack box over here. For $10, out of that Donruss hanger pack, I got this really sweet Bo Bichette parallel of a 86 throwback. I'm going to have to look up and see what this actually is. And then got a nice Eugenio Suarez 217 out of 430 parallel, and some other really great cards. I'll have to get a few of those sleeved up as well. So tomorrow, May 29th, Friday, we will be doing a live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern. So, you know, California, that'd be 1 o'clock your time. I don't know how many California folks are in here, but 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central. I will be here to do a live stream, finally to do the giveaway from our 100 subs, give away one of those 3 cards. I think the website, the randomizer I'll be using, is one of those spinning wheel types. I really like that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'll get the names entered in on it. I'll do a couple of mocks things on it tonight before I go to bed, because I want to make sure that it works good on my laptop, that the connectivity's there, and I'll just pop my laptop here. We'll do that real quick, and we'll hopefully somebody will walk away a very happy subscriber tomorrow. So I do appreciate all your support that you guys have put into this channel. Don't know what we're going to break tomorrow, if we do any breaks on the live stream, but if we do, I might do I'd like to go to a couple stores tonight before I go to bed maybe, and see if there's anything out there that I can pick up to do on the break tomorrow. But once again, thank you to everybody. Thank you, Ken, for the scorecards. Thank you, Danny, again for the the cards that in your break and the mystery packs as well. So you guys need to go check out Danny and Gray's channel as well. He has a lot of fun over there. Excuse me. But we will be back here tomorrow on a live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern to finally, yes, finally give away one of those 3 cards. So cross your fingers. Hope you win if you manage to get into the contest while the window was open. But hope you guys all have the best of luck. Thanks again for all your support. I do appreciate it. Keep those likes coming. Keep those comments coming. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Do whatever you want to. I don't care. I'm getting ready to get off of here and maybe go get me an allergy pill so I will quit sneezing and coughing. But thanks again for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Have a great Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern.